The story begins in the heart of the African savanna, where all the animals gather to celebrate the birth of Simba, the newborn lion cub and future king. Simba is the son of Mufasa, the wise and powerful king of the Pride Lands, and his queen, Sarabi. Mufasa rules over a kingdom that thrives on the philosophy of balance and harmony within the circle of life, a central theme that ties into the movie's overarching message. Simba's life appears to be filled with joy and wonder as he grows, with his father teaching him valuable life lessons about leadership, bravery, and respect for all living things. However, lurking in the shadows is Mufasa's younger brother, Scar, who is bitterly jealous of Simba's birthright to the throne. Scar's ambition to take control of the kingdom leads him to devise a devious plan to eliminate both Mufasa and Simba. Scar's plot unfolds when he lures Simba into a dangerous gorge under the pretense of showing him a surprise. In the gorge, Scar orchestrates a stampede of wildebeests, placing Simba in grave danger. Upon hearing the commotion, Mufasa rushes to save his son. He manages to rescue Simba from the deadly herd but, in the process, finds himself dangling from a cliff. In one of the most emotional moments of the film, Scar betrays Mufasa, letting him fall to his death while Simba watches helplessly from below. Scar manipulates the young cub into believing that he is responsible for his father's death, persuading him to flee the Pride Lands and never return. As Simba runs away in guilt and shame, Scar takes over the kingdom, plunging the Pride Lands into darkness and ruin. Simba wanders far from home and collapses from exhaustion. Luckily, he is found by a carefree duo, Timon, a wisecracking meerkat, and Pumbaa, a good-natured warthog. The pair adopts Simba and introduces him to their laid-back philosophy of life, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. Under their guidance, Simba grows from a young cub into an adult lion while living a worry-free life in the jungle. During this period, Simba represses his painful memories of the past, ignoring his royal heritage and responsibilities. However, the weight of his destiny still lingers in his subconscious. Years later, Simba unexpectedly encounters his childhood friend Nala, who has fled the Pride Lands in search of help. She is shocked to find Simba alive, believing that he had perished along with Mufasa. Nala informs Simba of the dire situation back home, where Scar's misrule has led to the devastation of the once flourishing kingdom. Though Nala pleads with Simba to return and claim his rightful place as king, Simba initially refuses, still haunted by the belief that he caused his father's death. His sense of guilt and unworthiness prevents him from accepting his role as the rightful heir. In a key moment of the film, Simba is visited by Rafiki, a mystical baboon, who serves as the wise and spiritual guide of the Pride Lands. Rafiki helps Simba confront his past and shows him that his father's spirit lives on inside him. During a vision in which he speaks with the ghost of Mufasa, Simba is reminded of his true identity and the responsibilities that come with it. Mufasa's spirit tells Simba, "Remember who you are." This pivotal scene marks Simba's transformation from a reluctant exile to a determined leader ready to fulfill his destiny. Simba finally returns to the Pride Lands, accompanied by Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa. He is horrified to see the kingdom in ruin under Scar's oppressive rule. The once fertile lands have become barren, and the animals suffer from Scar's selfishness and mismanagement. Simba confronts Scar and reveals that he is still alive, challenging his uncle's authority. In a dramatic showdown, Scar attempts to manipulate Simba by once again blaming him for Mufasa's death. However, the truth is eventually revealed. Scar himself was responsible for Mufasa's murder. A fierce battle ensues between Simba and Scar, with the hyenas joining the fray. In the end, Simba emerges victorious, and Scar is overthrown. The hyenas, feeling betrayed by Scar's cowardly attempt to blame them for his actions, turn on him, bringing an end to his reign of terror. With Scar defeated, Simba reclaims his place as king, and the natural order is restored to the Pride Lands. The rain returns, symbolizing the renewal of life and the re-establishment of harmony within the circle of life. Simba, now a wise and compassionate ruler, steps into the role his father prepared him for. The film concludes with a new generation of life as Simba and Nala's newborn cub is presented to the animals of the Pride Lands, mirroring the opening scene of the movie. The Lion King is much more than an entertaining animated film. It is rich with themes and symbolic elements that resonate with audiences on multiple levels. Some of the most prominent themes include: the concept of the circle of life is central to the film's narrative and is introduced right at the beginning with the song of the same name. This philosophy represents the interconnectedness of all living things and the natural cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The circle of life teaches respect for the balance of nature, a lesson that Mufasa imparts to Simba, and one that Simba must ultimately embrace to become a just ruler. One of the core messages of The Lion King is the idea of leadership and the responsibilities that come with it. Mufasa is the epitome of a wise and benevolent leader, teaching Simba that a true king's duty is not to rule over his subjects but to protect them and ensure the well-being of the land. Simba's journey is a classic coming-of-age tale, where he must learn to accept his responsibilities and live up to his father's legacy. Scar's desire for power and his disregard for the balance of life contrast sharply with Mufasa's wisdom and compassion. Scar's selfish rule brings about destruction and chaos, while Simba's eventual return symbolizes the restoration of order and harmony. The battle between Simba and Scar represents the timeless struggle between good and evil, with the triumph of good reaffirming the moral values of the story. Simba's internal conflict is driven by the guilt he feels over his father's death, which is exacerbated by Scar's manipulation. His self-imposed exile represents the way people often run from their problems and responsibilities when overwhelmed by guilt. However, with the guidance of his friends and the spiritual wisdom of Rafiki, Simba learns to confront his past, forgive himself, and move forward. Throughout his journey, Simba is supported by a diverse group of friends who help him discover his true self. Timon and Pumbaa provide comic relief but also teach Simba the importance of friendship and a carefree attitude, while Nala and Rafiki serve as reminders of his duty to his people. The film highlights the importance of having a strong support system and how different perspectives and relationships can shape one's path in life. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Widescope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.